Feeling myself, yeah, I'm feeling myself. Feeling myself, yeah, I'm feeling myself. It feel like I want a champion belt. I feel like I want a champion belt. Feeling myself when I'm counting the wealth. Feeling myself when I'm counting.
Hey, what's up? It's Char B, and I'm back doing another video. So yeah, it's been a while since I've done a video, and it's just been really chaotic. So yeah, I have 2 jobs, so that's pretty much that. And you've probably been watching my videos on YouTube. I've been like doing some content, writing some songs, pretty much having fun. So the songs that are on there that you guys are seeing are just for fun, nothing to criticize anybody or to talk about anybody, but we have to understand that these people do exist in the songs that I'm talking about. And it's pretty much to give them, those types of people, an enlightenment that we do know you exist, and hopefully some of the behaviors that you have, you would come and to become a little bit more intelligent in how to handle those and not be in that negative state. So it's pretty much a story and a lesson to learn that we are aware that you do exist, and pretty much my spin on it is to let you know how I feel about it and where it goes. So in some of my songs, I'm pretty one-sided on some things, and then you'll see that I'm two-sided on other things because I'm reading from 2 different personalities. So how, the other side, there's the yes, there's the no, and then there's the maybe, and then it's the truth. So pretty much it's just positive and negativity, pretty much. So I'll be on the negative side, and then one verse you might hear me on the negative side or the positive side. It's just whatever side, and I'm speaking on both, on how people might see things or situations. But anyway, so yeah, you can check me out. Check out my music. It's not for sale. I'm not trying to make a CD. I'm not trying to be on Epic Records. I'm not trying to do any of that. It's pretty much just giving you information and enlightening you a little bit about me and the situations that we have going on right now, and how those situations, how people deal with them. So I'm not trying to be a rapper or anything like that. For you guys, I'd be like, oh, she sucks. Well, it's not to try to sell or anything like that. It's just fun music. Now, I did do a song where I wrote about my father and my sister. So yes, that song was dedicated to them, that I wrote and sung on my own. No, I'm not a singer. I'm not trying to be one. It was just something I felt in my heart. That's what I sung, and I sounded the way my voice is, and that it allowed me. A lot of the video and the writing was of the universe, so it was just something that came into my spirit to do, and I did it. Okay. So let's get into the conversation today. So let's get into the conversation about decisions. If anybody sees my videos, you can like, subscribe, or comment on here. I don't have any problem with that, as long as you're, being respectful of how I feel or how I believe, or just how things are. But, you have the right to comment. Depending on how you comment, I might delete it. But we're just being honest and upfront, right? Because that's what we do here. On my channel, we're just upfront and honest. There's nothing, no hidden agenda. I'm trying to make some money or get famous. My job on this planet, and so is everyone's, when you have information, you need to share it, and you need to give that information to make other people and help other people to get to their higher self just as well as much as you are. That's our job. It's about self-service that we provide for each other, and that's what we're here to do. You know something, share it. You can help somebody with that information. So that's what I do. So I'm sharing today about power of decision. So hopefully I can only take about 10 minutes on this. So let's think about decision making. People really don't know how powerful that is. Decision making is very powerful, okay? Because it can lead up to your demise. It can get you in a very fantastic situation, and it can put you in a very horrible situation, or it can even take your life, depending on the decision you made. So you have to understand that, number one, I'm not an atheist. I believe there's a higher power, but I believe we're in the third dimension, and there's probably about 11, 12, 13, 15. We don't really know, but I mean, they say 11, but who knows how many really they are. It's none of our business at this point. But I believe that the creator or the higher power is not of our concern at this point, and we're always wanting to search for that. You have to understand that the higher power at this point is you. You're here to deal with you and find yourself and connect with your higher self. That's what you're here to do. You're not here to go find Christ, Jesus, and all these things going on. You're here to find yourself and understand you as in the flesh and the light of being part of this creation. You don't need to worry about who the higher or what the higher or what all that's about. That's not what we're here to do at this point, being in the third dimension. Our job is to feel and understand how it feels to be in the flesh. That's pretty much what we're here to do, and help one another. Of course, we have people that don't, but that's okay, because people like me and other people are out here to help. So when we talk about the power of decision, you have to understand that it is a very powerful thing. It's a big responsibility that you have. It's one of the biggest responsibilities and powers that you hold. And if you don't think or believe in magic or anything like that, well, when you make a decision, that's pretty much magic. I mean, it's going to happen if you want it to. So when you have this great magic, or what this great energy to make, or consciousness to make decisions, you are responsible. You can't keep blaming somebody for something. Sometimes somebody else's words probably pursued you or persuaded you or something like that to do something. But at the end of the day, you always have a decision to make. You can either listen to them or you don't. It's not, nobody's got a gun to your head. Even if somebody got a gun to your head, you still have the decision to listen to them or not. It's your decision. And you, at the end of the day, have to live with that decision. And the consequences are on you. We're not going to blame nobody. We're not going to say, I could have done this, I could have done that. Yeah, and that's where the learning comes from. So the more experience you have with things, the better decisions you'll make. The more in tune you are with yourself, the better decisions you're going to make. When you're not following everybody else and what they're doing, the better decisions you're going to make, because you're going to make it based upon you and you yourself. Now, sometimes if you have kids or something like that, or a spouse or a boyfriend, girlfriend, sometimes you have to come out of that, and you do have to kind of put them into the mix or whatever, and add their feedback before making decisions. That's why sometimes it's very hard being in a relationship, because you're pretty much making decisions based upon you and someone else. That's why, I don't mind being in a relationship, but I have to be with somebody that's very open-minded, and that's not going to take away my ability to make decisions for myself. So as long as they can understand that I'm going to make decisions for me first before, making it for them, and I have to do what's best for me. But first off, I'll see what's best for all of us, because we always want to do the greater good for all. But if in that case, if this person is a narcissist, or they're just trying to stop me from being my best self, then of course I'm not listening to you. You're not going to stop me from doing what I want to do, or what I feel is beneficial to the greater good. So, but yes, you do want to think about others when you have to. But when it comes to deciding other things that doesn't concern anybody but yourself, especially when it comes to if you want to be in a relationship with somebody, or if you just want to go on a trip, or if you want to make somebody your friend, or like stuff like that, that's dealing with just you have to understand that you have the power. Okay? You can do whatever you want to do. And I tell people, we're not trying to find God right now. God is you at this point. You are God. You are responsible for yourself and your thoughts, and whatever you want to make happen, happen. God didn't do anything. You did. When you said, oh, I'm glad I got this house, God gave it to me. No, God didn't give it to you. You know what you did? You went and applied for a loan at the bank. You got approved because your credit score was between the numbers that they told you it had to been through. You went and looked at it. You had a realtor. Then, for some reason, you had a good job that you saved the money yourself from your great job that you got. because that's what you wanted to, where you wanted to work. You started saving your own money, and then you were able to afford it. Where's God at in this? I mean, you did that. You need to congratulate you for being able to make that wonderful, fantastic thing happen. I mean, I'll do another video about owning homes because I don't agree with that. But, you know, if you do want to buy a house, that's on you. That's your decision. But when you're a little bit more educated about buying houses, you probably won't. But that's my opinion. But what I'm saying is, you made that happen. Or if you went and bought a car, oh, thank you, Jesus. What did Jesus do? Didn't you have a job that you worked at and saved all that money and had the credit score that you needed and picked out the vehicle that you wanted? Didn't you do that? I guess y'all thinking that, okay, Jesus came in effect because the salesperson must have had Jesus in them to give you the car. No, you qualified for it. If you would have read all of the qualifications to get that car and you met them because you made sure that you had good credit, you had the right amount of money, down payment that they were asking for, you did everything. What's God got to do with it? I mean, I don't believe in God. I don't. I'm a goddess of myself. I've had many cars. I've had great success. Things have been greatly happening because I manifest and I make it happen. Me. I look at what the requirements are because, you know, in the United States, everything's documents. So you read what the requirements are. Just if you want a job, you want to be in insurance. I work in insurance. If you want to be in insurance, you have to have a license. You have to pass a test. Okay. Then you get training and they teach you all about auto and home and ownership and policies and things like that. So as long as you meet the criteria of what they're asking you to meet, you're going to be an insurance agent. Why wouldn't you? What's God got to do with that? It's what you needed to do to become whatever it is. You just have to meet the criteria. Read the criteria, and as long as you meet it, you can be it. Where's God at? God is you. You're God. You did it. You made it happen. God is all of us. Now, sometimes we say, you know, God put something in somebody. No, he's a God too. And what we fail to realize is that we all make decisions. That person that did what they did was the decision based upon them and what they wanted to do to help you out. They used their godly power to make it happen because they still are responsible for a decision if they want to make it happen or not. Because we do live in a state or a country of prejudice and racism and separation. So if you are part of a club, just because you're in that club or your daddy, then they're going to just say, yeah, because you know what? Your dad, he donates all this money and all this stuff. So yeah, you automatically in. But somebody that's new, that doesn't know anything, they're going to make you go through and jump through hoops and all types of shit just to get you to join. And then if you're racist, for whatever reason, I don't even know why we're racist anymore. But if you're racist, you're going to probably tell me no because I'm black. That's it. So I just got to go somewhere else. That's all. Because there's going to be somebody else that's not going to judge on that bias. But that person's like that. Because they're a God in that situation where they can make or break me. They can say no to me or they don't have to. When I'm asking for something, anyone has the right to say yes or no. Either they can grant me what I want or they don't have to. I don't care. Sometimes if people are racist, I don't care if you meet everything. They just don't want to help you because you're black. I don't think they ever not help you because you're white. I don't think nobody does that. But if you're black, a lot of times you're going to get told no just because of your skin color. I've been told no many times. There's certain jobs, and working in corporate America, I'm the only black woman there because they don't even want to hire black people. And so they just get the token nigga, which was me most of the time. So I didn't see black men, I didn't see black women, especially up north, that they real prejudice on that. Since I've been down here, down south, I've seen a lot of black people with suit and ties working, got licensed, got degrees, and it's fair game. It's diversity down south. So I've seen that, and I'm loving it down here in Texas, Midwest, whatever you want to call it. It's the south to me. It's all the way down at the bottom. But, you know, it's different regions. So if you want certain opportunity, you might have to change your region. If you keep getting rejected, you got a bachelor's degree and you're getting rejected up north, you might need to come down south or go down somewhere else because you might not make it up there. It's very difficult to make it up there. They prejudice. Just being honest. So you people up there up north, y'all know y'all racist. It's cool. We get around it. We figure it out. Y'all can be racist. It's okay. You know, hopefully one day you'll see that it was unnecessary, but you know, you got to do what you got to do for right now because you follow a flock, you follow a crew, you're a follower. You're not your own self. You're not really educating yourself on why you even the way you are. You're just doing what everybody else is doing to be friends or have friends. I don't give a fuck about having friends. I'm be honest, I don't. But if I can get around people that are like-minded, have mindsets like me, and we get along and we can become friends, it's great. It's great to have, you know, people that you get along with. You should have that. You have to have some type of social something just so that you can get around this life because it's hard to do it by yourself. And it's great with the people with the same mindset. But I'm not worried about it. If my friends ever said they didn't want to be friends with me anymore, they're goddesses, you know, it's their decision. And I have to respect that. I'm like, okay, it's their decision. But I'm just telling y'all, you have to understand how powerful you are as a person. You make things happen every single day. When you take care of your kids are great and they go to college, you did that. You need to give yourself a lot more credit than you actually do. And, you know, we continue to praise things that aren't even, that doesn't deserve it. We continue to say things that doesn't deserve the praise. And you see why we're still here. You see why we're still fucked up. Why nothing's came back. Why we wait on Christ. It ain't coming because we're not praising the right thing. We're not doing it right. You have to first, number one, you have to congratulate yourself. There's nothing outside of you. You save yourself. It's you. But I know. Y'all don't want to hear that because you want somebody else to do it. You lazy. You tired. You don't feel like it. So let's put it on somebody else. Yeah. And that's what we've been doing. We always putting it on somebody else. And that's why we're in a fucked up situation we're in that right now. So if everybody starts realizing how powerful they are and understand that your decision led you to where you are in your life, once you start congratulating yourself, things will change greatly. We won't be in the same situation anymore because then we know how great we are. It's kind of like Adam and Eve when they found out the knowledge and figured out, hey, I'm human. And that's what the eureka is going to be when we find out, damn, I was a god this whole time. I had the power this whole time. Y'all can call me the serpent because I'm trying to help y'all. But that's fine. Because serpent doesn't mean evil. It means wisdom. I'm giving that to you right now. And when somebody's going to listen to this video and their eye open, they're all seeing eye, the third eye is going to open and be like, you know what? Damn, I've been feeling this all this time. And I really thought I was stupid or I was crazy. No, you're not. You're just following in a pack to keep friends, to keep associations, to keep corporations going. You're just being a follower, that's all. And some people enjoy being a follower because they don't want to be alone. Or they feel like if they're alone, that's the worst thing ever in life. And I'm going to tell you, after being single almost 4 years and living by myself has been the best thing in my entire life. Not being a part of organizations or corporations or part of any of that crap. I love being by myself. It's not bad at all. Trust me. You'll get peace and you'll feel great. And then you can hang out with your friends or whoever, whenever you feel like it. And they understand that because they respect you. You respect each other's space. We all respect each other's space. Me and my girlfriends, we respect each other's space. I hang out with my son sometimes. And then, my guy friend might, go see him sometimes. But we respect each other's space. Nobody's in nobody's face every 100%. I don't like being clingy, and I don't like clingy people. I like my space. I like my train of thought. I like to be in my meditation. So, continue manifesting whatever it is you want. It will happen. Say it's going to happen and it will. You don't need Jesus isn't doing it. It's you. Okay? So just understand that when you make these decisions, you're casting a spell, magic, whatever the hell you want it to do, because it's going to happen if you really want it to happen. And if it's not right for you at the time, you might not get it right then and there. But when you start seeing those opportunities, opening up doors, opening up, you better go run in there, because it will close. And then you're going to be like, oh, dang, I didn't do it. Well, maybe next time it'll happen again. We just don't know when, but it'll happen again. You'll get an opportunity again. But just know your power. You can make it happen. You've been making it happen. Remember, you got that car, you got that house, you had your kids. You did that. If you want it to happen, it will. Don't doubt yourself. But when you sit here, be depressed and sad that things aren't happening for you, it's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you that now. Doors are going to close. Things won't happen. And people won't even want to be around you because you're depressed all the daggone time. Because you're not going to bring down somebody that's very optimistic. I believe in the universe. I believe in the force. And anything can happen for you if you want it to happen. I've had everything I've wanted because I manifest and I'm going to make it happen. It's just going to happen. I'm going to save the money. I'm going to figure out what the criteria is to make it happen. And it's going to happen. Period. And ain't no Jesus ain't did nothing. I did that. Just know what you need to do to get it done. That's it. That's it. I mean, there's no, higher power. Stop worrying about that. Worry about yourself. And also figure out how to help other people. That's what you should be doing too. Helping other people. That's our job here. Like me being on this video now, helping you. A lot of these videos are for my children when I pass on, and my grandchildren I might not ever meet because of the, situation we're in today. And these are videos for them if YouTube don't take them down. So if y'all don't watch them, I don't give two shits because my kids will. But at the same time, I hope you watch them because, it's helping you. I'm trying to help you out. I'm not earning nothing. I don't get no money for this. This is just time out of my day to help somebody because that's what my job is. I'm supposed to do this. And according to the universal law, I'm going to follow and do what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's helping people and opening their third eye and helping them be great. So just be careful with decisions you make because you can kill people. You can. You got a gun, don't you? You can go kill people if you want. If you want to make that decision, pow, you can do it. You say, I want to kill somebody today, you can do it. But then you can also just stay at home and put your gun in the safe and say, you know what, I don't want to kill people today. I'm just going to stay home and eat with my family. You can make those decisions. It's up to you. You can do whatever you want. Understand that. I'm not telling you to go kill people, but I'm just saying that's a decision you can make. But understand the consequences. Remember criteria, the documents of what happens when you do shit like that. As long as you look at your pros and cons, you'll be fine. All right, that's all. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And it's 2024, so let's make this a great year. I hope all of you have what comes to you, what you're looking for, comes to you, and you get everything that you actually want. But be careful, because sometimes what you want and what you manifest might not be what you need at the time, and it can come to your demise. So be careful. Be careful with that. Be careful with the power of decision. That is your power. That is how you live here. That is how we get along, and this is how we live. So be careful with your powers. Be careful how you make things happen. It has to be of the greater good, and you must be righteous. Okay? That's how you get anything. Righteous heart, open mind, of the greater good, benefits us all. You'll be fine. But if it's just in greed or evil or something, it might happen, but you're going to have some consequences. All right. See y'all. Peace on out. Bye.
Feeling myself